Right, as promised at the top of the show, we're joined live by Matt Henry, who just a few days ago was in Harare, but is now in Wales, getting ready to make his Welsh Fire debut. Matt, let's talk about the recent series in Zimbabwe. Obviously, a massive success for New Zealand, overwhelming victories, an innings and 359 runs following on from the 9-wicket win in the first test. Comprehensive, but was it just about the winning, or was it about playing Test cricket, trying new players?
Yeah, I think for us, getting back into Test cricket is always exciting, and I think it'd been a while as well since the group had got back together, and I think everyone was just excited to get to Zimbabwe. And when you're going into a tour, we've got a new cycle of World Test Championship as well. So probably for us, the key focus on how we want to play our cricket, and then go about it like
that. Matt, I've seen Zach Folks how he's playing the T20 up at Durham, and he played for New Zealand in this series. Got, what was it, 9 for 75. I mean, the strength and depth in the New Zealand bowling is very strong now, isn't it?
Yeah, look, he's a very skillful bowler, and I'm lucky enough to have played a few games with him domestically at home as well. And I suppose it's awesome when you get to see guys like that have their opportunity, and not only come in and have an opportunity like that, but the way he went about his work and showed his skill set of swinging it both ways and just backing himself from the beginning, which was awesome, considering he wouldn't have touched a red ball for a while as well. So for him to come in and I suppose create pressure from ball one was awesome to see. And yeah, just stoked to see young guys come in and just show what they've got.
Matt, there's obviously Zach Fuchs, but there's also your 16 wickets. I really don't want to tempt fate, but you seem to have been fit and in form for an almost unprecedented length of time for a fast bowler. I mean, you've taken 16 wickets over there, and I am touching wood, but really, there's just been no dip in form or fitness for you.
Yeah, a slight little hiccup at the Champions Trophy final, but apart from that, yeah, touch wood, it's been pretty good. Obviously, we're quite lucky with Chris Donaldson, our trainer, and work closely with him and our medical team as well, making sure just ticking over nicely. And I suppose at this stage of your career, actually playing cricket for me, keeping the body moving and used to bowling is really important. So there's always that sweet spot of getting conditioning in as well, and making sure that you're still ticking both sides of those boxes. So yeah, I suppose it's great to continue playing cricket. That's what it's all about, and it's been nice to be able to play a lot of it of late.
Matt, you had obviously a new coach, Rob Walter. You had obviously a new captain as well, because obviously Tom Latham wasn't there, and Mitch Santner was the captain. What's the changes? Was it a good time to do all that while playing? No disrespect to Zimbabwe, but you could stretch a few things. You could try a few things. It just seemed as though it was a nice tour to start afresh.
Yeah, I think for us, like, I mean, no matter when you go through any change in a new coach, there's always going to be, I suppose, new things, and it's great. Rob's just added a lot to the group already, and he's come in with great energy, and it's been awesome to I suppose for the group to get back together, and like I said, we're all kind of coming back for the first time in a while, and having Rob there was awesome. And with Tommy Latham was still there throughout as well, so the key messaging between him and Sat and Rob was all aligned, and it was, yeah, a great tour, a lot of fun, and yeah, just really exciting. I think when you've got so much to look forward to, it really did feel like a bit of a starting point, and yeah, to probably expose a lot of our depth as well, which is great. It's never good having injuries on tour, especially with Nathan Smith going down, Warren, as well as Tommy as well. Not ideal, but I think also to be able to give guys experience and get used to the environment was awesome.
Matt, there's a lot of talk about the strength of Zimbabwe, and let's be honest, South Africa beat them heavily in 2 tests, and you did likewise. People say, well, the smaller teams will never get better. unless they continue to play against the best opposition. Did you see enough talent in the Zimbabwe team? Did you see enough of a, well, I mean, there is a cricket culture, we know that, but what are your views on Zimbabwe and the other smaller nations continuing to play cricket? It's a great tour, isn't it? I mean, it's a great place to go, but you know, you want them to be competitive.
Yeah, of course. Zimbabwe was a fantastic tour, and obviously, like any side, you've got to play Test cricket, and sometimes there's some hard lessons, and when you're coming up against, I suppose, teams that have played a lot of not only Test cricket but Championship cricket in England or domestic cricket at home, and that exposure to different types of pressures and games. And I think when you're coming to a tour here in the middle of winter as well for Zimbabwe, the conditions and being able to adapt to conditions is so important. And I suppose talking about our group as a Test group, that's something we've always talked about when you go to places like India or when you're playing at home and you might have a green top. It's how do you adjust to conditions and adapt to create pressure for sustained periods of time. And that's probably at the end of the day when you're exposing conditions and trying to put pressure on teams, that's what you're trying to do. And like you said, the more Test cricket you're going to play, the more exposed you're going to get, and you can only really take good lessons and move forward, because there's definitely talent there. There's some really good players in both bat and ball, and I think it showed it in periods of time as well. So it's just Test cricket tests you for a long time, doesn't it? And I think the more you play of it, the better you'll get.
Is it slightly frustrating, Matt, that you don't play another Test match until sort of November, December time when you host the West Indies?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a, I suppose, a T20 diet coming up. So we've got Australia and England and West Indies as well before we have the test with the West Indies at home. So yeah, look, that's why I was excited to get back in with the Red Bull and the group together, because it is a wee while before we next come back together. And yeah, look, that's just the nature of the beast with Test cricket at the moment is it's trying to fit it in a very busy schedule as well. So we're looking forward to once we get back together later on in the year.
Talking of busy schedules, how was your trip from Harare to Cardiff? And what are your views on franchise cricket? Is it the the more the merrier tournaments for you as far as you're concerned? You're playing in the 100 now, or are you going to be frugal and pick and choose the ones you play in?
I think you'd be in a fortunate position to pick and choose with that. But I think for me, when there's opportunities that mean you can come play great tournaments like the 100, you want to take the most of it. So we're obviously knowing that we had this little gap here before going home, and then we've still got a month before Australia get here. It was kind of, it fit in quite nicely, and playing in this tournament the last 2 years as well with the Fire, it's great to be back. It's a fantastic tournament, and yeah, I really enjoy it.